Capricorn rising, I want you to cast your mind back to the 17th of February. That's when we saw the lunar eclipse in your second house of Aquarius. We now have a full moon in that area of the chart happening at the end of this month. What does that mean? I'm Sook Boy. You're awesome. Let's talk about it. This lunation is activating your financial axis. Now, it's more than just finances. It's also attachments to others. So the more intimate relationships you have, they could be sexual, they could be emotional, but they could also definitely be financial. Since February, have you updated your spending habits? Have they become unconventional in some way? Have you changed the nature of the contents that you are consuming? Now, this isn't just diet, this is information you're exposing yourself to. Now, your chart ruler and the ruler of your second house where this lunation is taking place, Saturn, is in your fourth house of Aries. So immediately, this speaks to not only your livelihood, but your living arrangements. Are you being drained because of the place where you've chosen to live? Or have you got a lot of people depending on you to be the provider? Or is the reverse true and you're actually very dependent on other people's financial decisions? Now, Neptune is playing a pretty key role in your chart. It's in an angular house, the fourth house of Aries as well. It's forming trines and sextiles to the lunation. So this could actually mean that you're looking for some kind of outlet to escape your responsibilities. This could be consuming alcohol or substances, for example. Or the reverse is true, and a significant relationship in your life, potentially a family member, is using substances as some sort of coping mechanism. They could be feeling quite psychologically ungrounded in this time. Mercury is just finishing its retrograde. Saturn's about to move into its retrograde. They're forming a square. So these conversations could be rather tense if brought up. Now, some of you are going to say, sure, I don't have anything to do with my family and I live on my own. Now what? Both Mars and Uranus are in your sixth house of health and injury and lifestyle. What is your relationship with your body? Are you maintaining it effectively? How are you putting together the hours of your day, and how is that working towards your vision? That Mars is forming a square up to Venus in your ninth house, and so therefore your vision of the future and how you want your future to look has everything to do with how you're spending your time. The sixth house is our coping mechanism, and unless you're using your time effectively, you're not working towards a future that you're going to be happy with. When no one's watching, when you haven't got your guard up, when you're in a comfortable environment, who are you? Are you happy with that version of yourself? Additionally, the group dynamics of the people that you work with, your co-workers, or if you do one-to-one contract work with clients, say, the nature of that has been disrupted in some way, and there's a completely different approach, again, about how you put together the hours of your day. And that is very reflective of who you are when no one's watching. So the question is, if you are indeed escaping your responsibilities or turning to coping mechanisms, exactly why is that? What is not being fulfilled in your life that you actually need to attend to or put energy towards? Now, both the South and the North Node will be moving into this financial axis, so it is the perfect time to get financially hygienic. If there is unconventional spending that can be cut, then I would think about doing that, potentially giving yourself a new budget. Or indeed updating how you allocate your funds and what you're investing in. Now, these investments could be financial, but they could also be the way you spend your time and what you put emotional energy into. Health is wealth, Capricorn rising. So if you can identify your coping mechanism or indeed your significant other's coping mechanism, and you can address that in some way, ground that in some way, something tells me by the end of August, you'll be in a much better position.